Hello friends, welcome to this another chapter. So now we have reached to the sixth question, and this sixth question is, what are your greatest strength? So you must be aware of this kind of question. So you must be thinking that why this question has been included. Means we all know what we have to say, but here what I would like to bring to your notice is that I will show you some different dimensions of how to answer these questions. So, before that, let us have a look at how these questions can be asked differently. So, it can be what you do best, what is an area where you are considered to be an expert. Is there any area where you are go-to person to your on your team? So these are the few ways it can be asked in a different manner. So if we read the interviewer's mind, right, friends, remember one thing, I am giving you this perspective entirely from an interviewer's thinking and psychology. Right? So here the interviewer is attempting to identify your core competencies and whether they align with the need of the role or not. Secondly, the interviewer is also attempting to find out if you have an accurate view of self in relation to what your truly greatest strength is. So there are two things here. Right? First is you're aligning your core competencies with the organization and the role requirements. That is one thing. And second thing is that how much you are aware about your strengths, or the strengths which you consider as strengths are really your strengths or not, right? Seasoned interviewers are aware that candidates often present false strength in hope of falsely aligning with the position. You mean the strength which you may present may not be your strength in real sense, because you may just mock it up with the role that you have understood. So a seasoned interviewer will call in a typical behavioral follow-up question, and that will be, can you give me an example of how you have used that strength in your job? And if you have said a wrong thing, then definitely you are going to fumble. Or even more tougher question is to a time-bound behavioral question. Can you give me an example of how you have used that strength in your job in last 15 days or say in last 1 month? So friends, request you, don't try to fake your way through the answer. Never give a fake strength which you are not aware about, because it may happen that you may consider to give a strength which is not really your strength, and when further questions has been asked, you may get fumbled up. Another experienced interviewer's method to get past your practice answer, because majority of the cases, right, what you will do is you will pick up one strength and then you will rehearse the answer. You will practice that answer, that whenever if somebody asks me what are your strengths, what is your greatest strength, or what is your strength, you will start giving a routine answer which you have practiced. But then the interviewers are sometimes more smarter, so he may come up with another bouncer. What is your second greatest strength? What is your third greatest strength? So you need to be prepared for these kind of eventualities during this thing, right? So if you are prepared for one strength and you know how to answer it, that is one thing. But when it comes to a second, third, fourth, and sometimes he may ask that what are your professional strengths? There would be personal strength and professional strengths. right? So you need to strike balance between these two things. So friends, the best approach to answer this question is that align the needs to the role, right? So see, basically, we as an individual or we as a professional, right, we have multiple areas of strength. So the key is to select the behavioral traits which aligns with the need of the role and have examples to show these traits as strength, right? So for example, say if you are applying for say sales and marketing position, right? So their obvious thing is that communication is one of the key requirement or key strength of an any sales and marketing individual, right? So if you say communication, yes, now this kind of strength is obviously expected from you, but still you can put it as a strength, right? Or say influencing would be one of the key strength that you can say for sales and marketing people. And then you come up with a relevant example where you have really influenced the people using these skills, right? So my request is that do some research in advance of the interviewer, of the company, of the role, right? And what kind of, many a times in job descriptions they mention that what kind of qualities or what kind of competencies they are looking for an example for an in an individual. And then once you have done it, then give an example by how you had applied those things, current strength, your strength in your current role, right? So this is the broader thing that you need to keep in mind. So now let us have a look at how to answer this question, right? So you can start with, I have quite few strengths, right? And then don't immediately come to a conclusion that these are my strengths, right? Because you don't want to give a feeling that you have prepared for this answer and as if you were just waiting for the interviewer to ask these questions. So take a pause to think, and then after momentary pause start. Like probably my greatest strength is my reliability. So part of my reliability is consistency, being there, consistently being there. So I have an 100% on time record at work, and I have done it since last 3 years in my current organization. So but there is more than that. People know that they can trust me because I say, when I say I will do it, and I will definitely do it. So for example, my boss had a difficult project that needed to be completed in a short amount of time. So he asked me in a meeting with the rest of our team members to take on this project. And after meeting, so I happily agreed upon. And after meeting, he told me that he gave me this project just because he knows that I would deliver this on time. And he was absolutely right. Means I just delivered the project yesterday, day ahead of the schedule, and it was right first time, so no corrections were needed. So see this entire answer has put up his reliability as a strength, and then how his reliability have earned him this project, and he was able to deliver it on successfully on time. So give an example where the delivery has also happened, right? So this is one of the way you can frame. Otherwise you know your roles better. I have just given an example. I am just giving a broader framework wherein you can fit in your pieces here and there, right? So let us see that how you should not answer this. So never focus on negative aspect and don't overrate yourself, right? So I have seen many people, sir, I have done everything, you name it and I have covered it. I really don't have any weaknesses, so what remains is everything is my strength. So if you ask me about what is my greatest strength, I don't greatest weakness, I don't know, but probably I don't have any. And this will be a big blunder if you answer in this way, right? So focus on your strength, prepare 3 to 4 strength depending on your role. So always in this kind of questions, always remember one thing, that don't fake your strengths. Study the role and the interview and the company in a very proper manner. Just look for what kind of competencies they are looking for, and then based on those competencies prepare your answers and make a framework in which how you will answer it, and you should make it 1 2 3 4 5 points and clear it off. So once you will practice it more and more, and once you will understand the things more and more, right, the picture will be clear, and over a period of time I don't think you will have to, or you will be required to do the rehearsals and all these things, because it will get embedded in yourself. Right, friends, this brings us to end of this chapter. Thank you very much for patiently listening. See you in next chapter. Goodbye.